Did you get a letter this year saying that your Medicare plan is being discontinued for next year? Don't panic. This actually might be a blessing in disguise. But the key is knowing why it's happening and what your rights and options are before your plan ends. In today's video, I'm going to explain exactly what it means when your Medicare plan is canceled or not being renewed, why it happens, what your rights are, and how to make sure you stay covered without losing benefits or paying more than you should. We'll go over timeline, mistakes to avoid, and how to take advantage of your special enrollment period if this happens to you. Hello, my name is Edwin John Rodriguez, your licensed health insurance representative. And on this channel, we discuss all things health insurance with a focus on Medicare and ACA plans. Since 2007, I've had the pleasure of helping thousands of clients understand, compare, and enroll on plans based on their needs and goals. I often say to my clients, I'm the best free help you'll never pay for. Now, keep in mind, guys, that the best prescription is a subscription. So why do plans get canceled? Now, there's some common reasons for this. Sometimes it could be carrier merges or rebrands. So, for example, you may recall in previous years, Aetna was bought out by CVS. Other times, it might be that the plans didn't meet their performance benchmarks, also known as star ratings. Now, if a carrier has low star ratings, they're not able to get the proper funding that they need to support a program. Additionally, you may have too few enrollees into a plan that just doesn't justify continuing that plan in that market. In other situations, you have market or funding changes from Medicare itself. Now, what happens when your plan is being terminated? Members will receive a non-renewal notice, part of their annual notice of change, or plan termination notice by late September. Medicare automatically grants you a special enrollment period, also known as an SEP, if your plan is ending. Now, generally in these cases, your plan is going to continue covering you until the end of December, unless you're told otherwise. So during your annual enrollment period, October 15th to December 7th, you'll want to choose a new plan before your previous plan ends in the new year. Now, again, it's important to understand your rights during this plan termination situation. Keep in mind, you're not being dropped without any protections. You're going to qualify for what we call a guaranteed issue, which allows you to enroll into a plan elsewhere. So options will include switching from one Medicare Advantage plan to another, returning to original Medicare and adding a Part D drug plan, or applying for a Medicare supplement plan, again, with guaranteed issue rights, if your previous plan is being discontinued. Now, the blessing in disguise that I mentioned earlier is related to the plan termination is going to qualify you for a guaranteed issue situation where you're able to enroll into a supplemental policy without any underwriting. So a situation that actually happened back in 2014, there was a plan here in Central Florida called Physicians United Plan. They were a very competitive plan. I think that's why they went under, though. They were giving away too much out of the house. But what happened is there was clients that were termed from their plan actually mid-year in this situation. It was like in June when this termination occurred, but it was actually a blessing in disguise for a couple of clients who are undergoing cancer care. Folks, in those situations, on most Advantage plans, you're looking at a 20% co-insurance with that. And then, of course, with Advantage plans, you have a network of doctors. In those scenarios, a lot of times somebody may want to have been on a supplemental policy, although we don't know what our future holds when it comes for healthcare. A supplement policy generally could be a little more advantageous for somebody who is dealing with cancer care. At that time, for the person who lost their coverage mid-year, they were able to enroll into a supplement policy without any underwriting, so it actually improved the client's situation, even though their previous plan was being dropped. So again, that was the blessing in disguise for a client or a handful of clients that were in that situation. Now, your traditional enrollment period is October 1st to December 7th every year, where you can make changes to your health insurance plan. If your plan is being terminated, you have another special enrollment period, which starts on December 8th, and that actually runs all the way through February 28th for most plans that are being discontinued. Now, the earlier you act, the smoother the transition will be. Coverage with your new plan usually will begin on January 1st if you selected a plan before the end of the year. Keep in mind, you can make one change during this special enrollment period if you're not completely satisfied with your first choice. Now, here are some common mistakes to avoid. One of them is waiting until January, February to act. If that's the case, pharmacies may not honor your old ID cards. Another situation is ignoring the mail altogether. Ignoring your mail from your insurance carrier is not going to make the problem go away. If anything, it actually compounds it. Because again, if you go with more than 60 days without having a compliant drug plan, you can start accruing a penalty, a lifetime penalty, for not having prescription drug coverage. Another common mistake people make is enrolling into a plan without first checking their doctors or their prescriptions under that new plan. Now, here's some tips on how to review your new options. Just like shopping your plan any other time, you're going to want to make sure that the doctors that are important to you are going to be covered under your new plan, that the medications that are important to you are going to also be covered under that plan. And not only covered, but covered well. You're going to want to make sure that the cost of those prescriptions are going to be manageable with your budget. Next is obviously checking for your out-of-pocket expenses and your out-of-pocket maximums, like your co-payments, your deductibles, co-insurances, if any. And again, what your total maximum would be for the year. God forbid you have a catastrophic year for hospital medical services. Next, you're also going to want to check your extra benefits like dental, vision, hearing, OTC credits. And on some plans, especially here in Florida, plans that offer a give back feature. So that's that cash back they pay into your Social Security check, helping reduce your Medicare Part B premium. So this year I actually had one of my clients here in Orlando that got a letter from Aetna saying that their plan was ending. And we quickly found this out and was able to find a similar plan through Humana that was able to keep her with all of her doctors and even lowered some of her prescription drug costs in that process. Now, what could you expect if you take no action at all? Medicare will typically enroll you into another plan, generally from the same carrier if one exists in your area, or back to original Medicare and a standalone drug card, unless you enroll into something separately. If you do get reverted back to original Medicare, you don't have a safety net. You don't have a maximum out of pocket. So you don't have a protection level of, God forbid, you have a bad year between hospitals and surgeries and doctor's visits. If you have a bad year, knock on wood, cancer is a common example where you can really get very costly in the calendar year. With traditional Medicare, they don't have that maximum out of pocket or safety net for your out of pocket expenses for that year. So this could leave some folks also without prescription drug coverage if you don't take action on your plan. Generally, Medicare will enroll you into a standalone drug plan at minimum, but that's not guaranteed. So make sure you do shop your options if this is happening to you. So when should you get professional help related to your Medicare conversations? It's ideal to get a licensed insurance independent broker like myself who can actually help you review multiple carriers, plan options, compare and shop costs for you. The benefit of working with a broker is that we're not steering you into one specific plan. Essentially, we work with multiple carriers, and the carriers that you choose to enroll with is the one that pays us for our time. So not only do we give you free, honest guidance, but we're able to do so without the blindfolds of being restricted by certain plans or options. Again, as an insurance broker, we're not tied to any one company. Our help is unbiased and free, of course. And that's the type of service that my clients have come to expect from me and my team. So now you know, if your Medicare plan is being discontinued, you actually have more rights and protections than you think. Now, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a like. It really helps other people find this type of honest Medicare guidance. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. Insurance options and rules are always changing, and being subscribed to the channel is the best way to stay informed and up to date as those changes come out. If you have any questions that weren't already answered in today's video, go ahead and drop them in the comment section below. I personally read every one of them, and I'll be sure to answer them all for you myself. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an overview on what to do if your Medicare plan is being canceled for next year. Now, if you got value from this video, consider watching this video next. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.